What's up, maggots? I'm the Gaming General. Here to talk about a game controller this time. The Wiimote. See here? It says Wii. You'd be oblivious if you thought it worked on Nintendo Switch. Whoa. At least it's intended support. Anyway, so if the Wiimotes worked on the Wii and Wii U, probably another reason why people thought it was just an upgrade from the Wii. But oh well. Anyway, so here you can see the power button up here. Can actually turn on and off the console. I can't show that since I'm not in the room with the TV where the Wii is hooked up. And then the buttons. They hold in this specific thing. Yeah, like this. It mimics an NES controller, and I'm pretty sure that the Virtual Console also had NES games, so hey, convenient for that. And maybe SNES games. I don't know. I mean, I heard that Super Mario All Stars got ported onto this thing, which makes sense. I mean, all four games in that are NES, and again, anyway, then get the A button, which is one of the primary ones if you're playing with this. So the A and B button, they're like really important. The B is the trigger, which doesn't usually happen. The trigger being named B is one of the only cases, probably the only one. So then there are plus and minus buttons, and a home button in the center of them. And then the numbers 1 and 2. Don't know why they went with that, but I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen a 1 and 2 button on a Nintendo controller since. I don't get it. And since there's not enough stuff about the Wii Nunchuck to make a separate episode on that, I'm gonna be doing that in this one as well. So you can see here, it's a plug-in thing, which also works with the Wii Classic controller. Surprisingly, not the DK bongos, even though Donkey Kong Barrel Blast was made for the bongos, and yet it's on Wii and no. Anyway, so yeah, here you got the joystick, which is helpful for playing Mario games, specifically Super Mario Galaxy 2, since the Wiimote has its own functions that wouldn't be able to be used if you held it normally. And then here, there's a C button. You don't see those on Wii. No, what was I saying? I don't know. Sometimes I ramble on about stuff, but well, I mean, I'm rambling on because I'm not reading off a script yet. Who knows? Maybe in the future I'll script stuff, but for now I'm just doing these off the top of my head. So C buttons really don't show up in Nintendo controllers anymore. And yeah, so on the N64, it was the yellow arrow buttons. For the GameCube, it was the C stick, which was the second analog stick, which is the first time that Nintendo's done that. And then here, the C button, it has its own uses. Like, I don't know, even though it has its uses, it's mostly limited because really, what are you going to do with this thing? And then there is a proper trigger with the Z button. You know what would be really cool? Since there's a thing here that makes the Wiimote connect to the... No, actually, let me talk about that in a second. First, we got to talk about the protective casing and wrist strap. People in the beginning didn't want to use the wrist strap, and they would just play Wii Sports like this. For example, bowling. I'm just going to lift it up so you can see they do it like this. Sometimes they let go, and they go into their TVs. And guess what? They didn't have the protector because it hadn't been created yet. And due to this situation, Nintendo created the protector. once again, stupidity being the cause of safety being built. And that's not the only case. I bet locks were probably invented because some weirdos couldn't keep their integrity, and then people got freaked out about that, and then they decided to create locks. Right. That'd be really cool. If in the future somebody creates a weapon that looks like a Wiimote, and then you could just go bang, and like a white light would come out. I don't know. That could just be me. Anyway, stay safe out there, and God bless America.